from the Radiant. I felt maybe they thought the Liquid were going to be playing. They might have thought the Liquid were going to be putting a sentry that would have blocked off the normal spots. They just want to put it further along so that they can see the rune all the time. Yeah, possibly see any rotations coming towards mid as well. It's like if you're this Lycan right in the safe lane, you kind of don't want your support to be with you against the Enigma because you can't really pressure the Enigma out of lane. The wave's always going to be coming towards him, so you might see this Lycan support in the lane rotating towards mid a lot.
The battle begins!
Yeah, but when you have the Earthshaker on your team, he wants to block the wave. Like you see, there's an Enigma as well. They can't really contest the runes that well, so they're quite happy to just set their lanes up the right way instead. We're going to block again with the... No, he's just going to let the range creep go instead.
Denied. First blood.
First blood. And you had better get used to it.
I was going to say, this is like some guy in a pub. He's like, oh, as if this matchup isn't hard enough, I have to play against Drowor and a Shaker roaming around onto me as well. Like, please just leave mid alone. Let me have a game. Like, come on, guys. Yeah, when you're Liquid here, you really just want to force the 2 support spot because they're a little bit greedy. GH. I think this is just a trade. This is just a trade farm lane, but obviously when you have an Enigma in the lane, the guy's going to be very happy with that. Just constantly denying the range creeps. Down in the spot lane as well. Ooh. That's cleverly moving around. Yeah, I wonder at what point he has to just try and start jungling here on the Miracle, because already you see mid one just bullying him off the lane completely.
Chill out.
The thing is, though, is like it's really good that you're pressuring this Drow Ranger in the lane because it forces the 2 supports to sit here and sap his XP to stop the Drow Ranger getting closer to 6. But at some point in this game, when Nisha does get 6, he's just going to hit that top Radiant jungle where the Ancients are and just catch up. Like, and if mid 1 and Xayah are both having an absolutely free game at this point, is it worth pressuring the Drow this much? But I think I don't see a better situation for Liquid in the laning stage with the setup. It's very difficult for them.
Regeneration.
Yeah, Miracle has had to go back to jungle already. Not nice for him, but there's, you know, this is the best scenario, unfortunately, with the way the game's going.
Now.
Gage might be in trouble.
Wish fulfilled. Elemental gold.
There's still one hovering around on the top side after Zai picked one up just because he wants to get back to lane, but I'm sure someone will go and pick it up at some point. Yeah, exactly. Maybe I have a feeling he might have meant to say that Miracle's missing, that we should do something, but I think he accidentally tipped him instead. But yeah, I mean, with this Earthshaker, like you say, there's not really anything they can do mid. So,
Wait some more.
Radiant structures are fortified. The stream tells of tactics.
look at GH and Courage just walking all the way top towards Zai. He might be in a little bit of trouble here. They really don't want to let him take this tier 1 tower with the catapult.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. My sojourn ends here.
Bot lane.
Is dust.
The lanes are lined with the likes of you.
So Miracle's actually got more XP than the Huskar at the moment just because of how well he's been jungling and how efficiently he's been doing. It's very surprising. He obviously doesn't have as much net worth because of the early start, but obviously a lot of the creeps are small.
Oh, cold.
Yes!
The top lane though as well. Yasuo really wants to make a play around the black hole here.
Invisibility.
Okay, so Zai's actually not... Ooh. There's a point in meld as well, so there is that little bit of extra burst from him. No.
Consciousness is patterned.
It feels good to get that off my chest.
Bot lane as well.
Radiant's
MC.
bottom tower is fading fast.
It looks to me like such a clean game for Liquid. Like, they knew the Shaker was there because Miracle scouted him out before, but thought they could burst down the Enigma before Yapsol could do anything about it. But unfortunately, with the way that Zai's built, because he has this buckler, he's a little bit more tanky than they possibly would have thought. Especially from this physical damage coming through from the TA.
Double kill. You duck
I'll take your tribute.
He's third in net worth. Idolon's gone.
I foresee the Radiant's top tower falling shortly.
Nisha bot as well.
killing spree.
Nisha just about managed to TP out there before they had any more stuns up to cancel his TP as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. It will fall like a ripe apple. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Is he the greatest of all time? It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult to say if there's the greatest of all time without talking about different positions as well, because like, how do you compare a 4 to a 1? It's very difficult. Oh, come on, man. To do this to me. But he now needs to hit that level 6. He's going to hit that Radiant top jungle like we talked about. Well, mid lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Got the sentry down though. What? Oh, he turned his armlet off as the core stick went off. Oh. It's one. I'm really happy I didn't carry on that conversation about the greatest of all time, because I was about to say something about mid one as well, but after that, you know, we've got to reassess our options, I think.
Invisibility.
Yeah, interesting skill build for people as well. Normally we see people max out the Wave of Terror just for the extra physical damage amp, you know, Roche potential and whatnot. Oh, actually mid lane, hang on here. The mech.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. His shell
Now
encroached
Secret
no
are all
more.
gathered around the mid lane. They might just
Dire
try and push this
structures
tier
are
1 down here.
fortified. The trees,
She
dire
based on
middle
side of this
tower
mech.
is learning
Happy
to
with the
fear.
auras.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. No tree shall ever move.
So Yaps's about 1,000 gold away from his blink. We talked about that 15-minute mark. He's going to be a little bit slower than that, unfortunately for him, but it's still going to be at a decent time, especially when he's gone for the Tranquil Soaring first.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. There is little it can do. Radiant's bottom tower is has fallen to the Radiant. Radiant's bottom tower has
But at
fallen.
the same time, for Liquid, they at least get something in return. They get the bot tier 2, so not completely free for Secret. Yeah, I think Liquid understand that without the Lycanroc, they can't really contest that Roche pit. It's very difficult for them, so they'll take whatever they can get off the map. I wonder if this Enigma's going to build like a Crimson Guard after the Greaves this game, or whether he just wants to go Arcane's mech then go for like some other kind of ore item, or if you'll finish the Greaves. There's a few different choices for inside this game. I feel like you really want to, you know, base your whole item timings around this early push that they can go for.
Radiant's middle
Like
tower
possibly,
is
but will he go for
losing
Greaves?
its
Like he's got Blink
foundation.
queued up now. Yes.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied. Gold for me. Settle.
Same time, the Miracle's pushing down bots, so Secret are going to have to send somebody to deal with this. You know, they're not going to freely be able to take all these towers. You know, the Absol's going to be the one that has to deal with this. He really wants to finish off his Blink here as well, but with Oracle and Lightning rotating in, Secret have to be a little bit careful here, especially Absol.
Dire's top tower is under attack. It fights for its life. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Look at Sai coming in
The
on there.
earth seems relieved.
Killing spree!
Silence.
She's gone!
Dominating! Double kill!
The sacred warrior falls. But not for long.
Mega kill! Triple kill! Unstoppable! Ultra kill!
Do you remember that Miracle Tough game that we talked about? What happened?
Radiant's
I mean,
middle
he's just
tower
been free
is
farming for like the whole
losing
game
its
so far, it feels like, in the
foundation.
jungle. Like, Secret
Radiant's
haven't really
block has
contested
grown
him because they've been more focused on trying to hit their own item timings and then grouping up.
Dire's
But in the
top
meantime, you know,
tower
Moon's
is
found up this
middle
Death Zone.
tower
He's
has
got the Blink
fallen.
coming out in the Courier as well. Completely taken over this game. He can blow any of the Secret heroes up now, it feels like.
Dire's top tower is feeling its mortality. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, like Secret have this Aegis. Well, they had the Aegis, sorry, but they weren't able to do anything with it at all. Like Liquid just forced them back to their base and kind of just picked them off one by one. The Miracle jumping in and finish off Nisha first in that fight completely destroys them. Because it gets rid of the aura, gets rid of the silence as well, which is, you know, really good against this Sand King, the Shaman, even the Oracle as well. Matumba's really close to this Necro 3 now.
I foresee the Radiant's top tower falling shortly.
I don't think so, no. Might be wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure I played it recently and I don't think you could.
Ownage!
What?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. It will fall like a ripe apple.
I don't think so, it's night time. If they would have had a ward on their high ground, they wouldn't have seen it. They get a hell of a dom kill though.
Radiant's top tower
Nice,
is
200
under
gold to
attack.
Nisha.
It shall encroach no more. Radiant's top tower has
Yeah, they're
fallen.
doing very well. It's not like the Huskar Drow lineup doesn't scale
Dire's
though.
top
You know,
tower
Drow
is
scales
under
better than
attack.
she ever used to, just because of how the new marksmanship works, you know, avoiding armor and whatnot. But this Lycan makes the Drow's game so hard. He's just gonna run into the middle of these fights and absolutely munch this Drow down, so she does have to be careful with his positioning. I guess positioning doesn't even really help that much when the dog's just going to run after you anyway. No, there's not, and it's that's a good shout, but it's going to take a little while for Ivy wants to farm up towards that. The way that the fast tempo that Liquid are playing here. Here comes the Lycan.
Ownage.
Alone.
What an FD!
What's done is done.
GH is finding Apsor. Oh. No, he's there. What? Bamboozled.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. The Radiant have called upon their defenses.
You have to be careful. To be careful here with Liquid, because you've used all your spells and Black Hole's still up from side.
Losing its
Not really. They
foundation.
still have Echo on Shaker as well. I think you just get the tier 3 and get out here.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. There is still much to be done.
You've got to be careful there for Liquid, because especially with the second Roche about to spawn, if you take a bad fight on their high ground there, all of a sudden, if it's an early Roche spawn, Secret are just going to waddle into the pit and take that for themselves. And the commanding lead that they're in, you really want to make sure you play around this next Aegis timing for yourself. I haven't really seen much from Yapzor this game. He's kind of been picked off a lot at the start of fights.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Anything from you.
There are some things you were meant to see, such as tomorrow.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, unfortunately for Secret, they can't really turn this into anything though, because all their lanes are pushed in towards them. You know, you just got to take this time just to carry on farming, push your waves up back the other way, try and get ready to set up for that Roche. GH is so rich on this Shaman. He has Blink Aethelens and he's working towards that BKB now as well. 7.2k net worth. Almost, you know, he's only 1,000 gold away from mid one. Oh, yep, so I fucked up, but don't worry. I'll just swap him again.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. No gale can snuff the flames.
Yeah, it would have been really nice for them if they got the pick off into the Roche, but like you say, it's just not going their way, unfortunately, this game, with the timings. GH has to be a little bit careful down here. Oh, he blinks away from the Fisher. But guess who's building a halberd back the other way on the Liquid side? It's MC up in this top lane farming it up. They're really good against the Drow and the Huskar, and without both of the damage coming off from them in the same fight, I don't really see how they take down these cores from Liquid. You need the constant damage from both the Drow and the Huskar, I feel.
Double damage!
You're going to see It's a part of the game now where both teams are going to start just, you know, hanging around the pit. It's just a Mexican standoff. With the way that Drow works, obviously the lanes are going to just push out in favour of Secret. This range creep in the bot lane just going to town. They both just want to play around their high grounds though. Really difficult for either team.
The final kill.
I'll take your tribute.
Yeah. This is the thing, if you're Liquid, if you keep pushing this bot lane, somebody's going to have to deal with it. Like, Secret aren't going to be able to take this Rosh free and really threaten this high ground. Here they go. Tippy's gone.
Radiant's bottom tower is now but kindling. Radiant's bottom barracks.
Double kill.
What?
Radiant's bottom barracks will no longer impede. Radiant's middle barracks feel pain.
2 sets of rats just gone.
Radiant's middle tower shot has fallen to the dire. Radiant's middle tower has earned a moment's rest. And take you.
Wow. So obviously, Secret understand they're going for this Rosh. So Liquid call them out on the bluff and say, well, if you're going for a Rosh, we're just going to play on the other side of the map and smash your buildings in. I didn't actually see what happened. I saw at the end of the Epi from my control, but he just absolutely dismantled 3 heroes by himself. And at the same time, Miracle and Matumban just take 2 sets of racks by themselves, and like, it's amazing you get this Echo black hole off, but you've already lost your buildings. Like, Secret do okay in that engagement in their base, but they're not going to get anything to show for it apart from the kills. You know, they're 14k net worth behind all of a sudden. I think that's fine though, honestly. Just having that extra aura available in the team fights. Unfortunately, there's so much burst damage coming out from the dire side, especially the 2 cores. Like, Miracle blowing people up, the Tumbleman does a huge amount of damage between all of his summons as well.
Radiant's top tower has shattered.
Thing is, the way that GH is going to play this fight though is that he's going to blink in BKB, cast a shackle on a key target, get really low for all the auto attacks from somebody, and then he can just pop the cheese and still be in the middle of the fight. So I kind of understand why he's got the cheese. He might still pass it across, but honestly, him having it is not a bad thing. Yeah, but at the same time, you really don't want to throw away your lead here if you're Liquid. You've got to play it safe. I don't know if they click on him, they'll see obviously. Oh, what an initiation!
Radiant's courier has been slain. I foresee the Radiant's top tower falling shortly. Radiant structures are fortified. They require time.
Mind control with this Ags on the Sand King has such a big initiation range. Really difficult for Secret. I love what Matumbaman did in that fight as well on the Lycan. He just sent all of his summons on the Enigma to cancel his blink to stop him from getting into the middle of this fight. Really well played by Matumbaman. Yeah, you forced out the buyback from mid one. You might as well chill until you have all your spells up again. No reason to force a bad fight where you don't have everything up. And you just go and take all the bounties for yourself as well.
I'll take your tribute.
The thing is, like, the way if you see Secret at the moment, they're just stuck in their base. Like, Liquid don't care if they're all just stuck in their base. They're not farming. They're not doing anything. You can just carry on farming up if you're Liquid to just, you know, build your advantage. Are there any key items they're waiting for? Not really. It's like an Orchid on TA might be nice, but he wants to save for the buyback just in case, I think, at this point. Is huge. But man, if Miracle ever gets a bash with the talent at 25. Oh. Okay. Shiri's just been sitting here the whole time. But who knows? Because but the same thing. You talk about the Blink BKB on side, but if Matumbaman plays the fight the way he did last time. Hey, buyback.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. It will fall like a ripe apple.
Yeah, there's that big black hole that you talked about. Yapsil's still really struggling in these fights to get his spells off. He tried to walk into the middle of the black hole to get his Echo Slam afterwards, but somebody used him up in the air. I think it might have been mind control, just to stop him from just getting that Echo off, and he is really struggling. I don't know. It's almost like they're, you know, two of the best teams in the world. Pushed. There's a DD. Fun. I'm surprised. I honestly thought he would have bottled that there, ready for the next big engagement. But Secret, they're still just stuck inside. This is like, it's amazing that you win fights like this, and yeah, you like start to build up your lead again, but at some point in this game you have to take the enemy throne. Like, you have to push buildings, and it's going to take probably about at least another 2 of those fights to be able to do that, I feel. Nisha. Absol's gone though.
Killing spree!
Let me get my arrows back,
I finally look like
and then you can die.
you look for Yapsel that you might get a big ult off, but all of a sudden mind control just with a big counter initiation there to stop any follow-up. That could have been huge there for Secret, but it could manage to get away with only a couple of casualties there. It could have been a lot worse after that Echo Slam. Oh.
Illusion.
Blessings.
Lycan is getting absolutely ripped through in these fights, by the way, at the moment. Like, Matumberman doesn't... He has AC. Like, it's not like he doesn't have much armor. But the way Drow works, obviously, with this marksmanship, he's just ripping through him still. Now, if she survives that initial burst, then she just kind of stands in the back line. And if they control the Lycan up, there isn't a huge amount of jump left to be able to get on top of Nisha, which Liquid are really struggling to deal with her at the moment, especially with this E-Blade. It's really difficult for them to lock Nisha and kill her.
The hidden ones have blessed me.
Liquid, you just need to shove these wards down. You know, GH is going to get refresher. Get that level 25 time with the 7 wards HP. Yeah, he's going to pick up the refresher shard here as well. You just need to take a good fight on the high ground with the wards. And you just shove 2 sets of wards down, just blink in on the enemy and let the wards finish off the buildings. If you take a bad fight for Liquid, it doesn't really matter at that point. You should be able to get megas just from the double set of wards. Which is so rich. Look at his net worth. Who denies the ward? Okay. A risky play, but fair enough.